I'm Laura Ray and welcome to my channel. Today I have my ultimate guide for you of products that I love and use that are under $10. Let's start first with what I'm wearing on my lips right now. Now Fenty, their lip glosses are all the rage. You hear about them all the time. They have several shades. This one is Fenty Glow. I think it's perfect for summer and spring right now. Well, this gloss is pretty pricey. It runs $19, so I was out there looking for a dupe for it. And the one that I found is from e.l.f. It only runs $3. This is from their lip lacquer line, and it's in the shade Mauve Glitz. It is a little thinner than the Fenty. The Fenty is a little thick, which some people might not like, but I think that's what makes it last so long on the lips. I have to layer this a bit more, but the shade is right on dupe. And what a savings. One of the most beloved blushes on the market for mature skin right now are the Hourglass blushes. This is a mini size. It runs $24 at Sephora. It is a gorgeous product, and I think it blends beautifully in the skin and doesn't lay on the skin as much as most powder blushes do. Well, I found a beautiful dupe in Plum Rose from Physicians Formula. This also doesn't lay on the skin. It blends in beautifully because of the oils that they put into these blushes, but I think on the skin, these give such a similar look. The Hourglass highlighters are also known for looking beautiful on mature skin because they're not so dramatic. They give such a soft glow, almost a lit from within glow on the skin. Well, my dupe is from Essence. This is number 01. It's called Be My Highlight, and it's just gorgeous on the skin. It also gives that lit from within look that we're all looking for and gives a beautiful luminous look to the skin. My best foundation for under $10 is no doubt this one from Wet n Wild. This is their new Dewy Photo Focus Foundation. I think it's gorgeous. It lays on the skin beautifully. I find it doesn't break down as much as other foundations. I do use concealer around the nose. Certain areas I feel need a little more brightness, but this is long lasting and gives a beautiful look to mature skin. For concealers under $10, my absolute favorite that I love for my skin is from Maybelline. It's their Instant Age Rewind Neutralizer and Brightener. I don't buy the one in my own skin tone. I like the Neutralizer for getting rid of redness, and I use the brightener around the eyes, down the center of the face, any place I feel I need a little more brightness. I find I can get just as beautiful of an eye look with an inexpensive palette as I can with one that runs $50 or $60. My choice for palettes that I love are some from Maybelline for under $10. I use this quite often, the Lemonade palette, for a wash of color. I like going in with this brown shade. I start it on the mobile lid and bring it up all the way to my eyebrows and just sort of buff it out with a fluffy brush. Then I like to go in with one of these brighter shades like this Strawberry Lemonade on the outer corner, just to give a little brightness to the eye instead of necessarily using a darker shade on the outer corner. And then they have some pops of color in here with a little bit of shimmer. This one here, Berry Ice, reminds me of Charlotte Tilbury, how she always includes that little pop of color. These have, when I apply it with my finger, a little bit of almost moisture to it. So they're not chalky at all, and I just press it into the lid. These last beautifully all day. The other Maybelline palette I love is this Soda Pop. This palette has a little deeper shades in it. The Lemonade are a little brighter. This has some Plum, and this would be a great palette for evening too. They're more deeper shades. But I like to use this in the same way. Take a fluffy brush and go over the lid with one of the shades, and then pick a brighter or a deeper shade for the outer corner just to add a little interest to the eye look. But these are amazing shadows and can rival any high end. I've had so many questions about this glass palette. I love it. I use it every day. I use it for applying any kind of cream product. So I'll put a small amount on this and sort of spread it out. I use it for foundation, for cream blushes. I can mix some of my cream eyeshadows even using this. So I've gotten a lot of uses out of this. I got the idea from watching a Scott Barnes video. He has a palette for, I believe, around $35 that's like this with his name on it. Now this doesn't have his name, but this is very inexpensive and I get a lot of use out of it. I like to use powder in my T-zone, and especially at this time of year as we're getting into spring and summer in Florida. It's so humid. I love this one from L'Oreal, their Hydra Perfecte. I think this works great for just melting into the skin. When I first put it on, I use a damp sponge and I just press it into the skin. I let it sit for a minute or so. I don't do this long baking like a lot of people do for 10 or 20 minutes. And then this brush, which is an amazing brush for under $10 from Real Techniques, I just take this and sort of just brush the powder away. This is one of those powders that seems to sink into the skin and really stay and not lay on the surface of the skin. So that's why I like it for my mature skin. This setting brush from Real Techniques is beautiful for applying blush and a lot of other products. This is sort of those one and done brushes. I just keep a little washcloth nearby and clean off with that. I do have one of those cleaners for the brushes that I also use, but I can do blush with this, a highlighter, even a wash of color on my eyes for eyeshadow. So this is just an amazing little brush at a very inexpensive price. I have used liquid liners that cost $25 or $30, and I have never found one, including Stila, that works better than this one from Physicians Formula. The tip of it is so thin, you can get a beautiful line. It doesn't dry out too fast. You can work with it. It glides nicely. I like the point of it, that it's such a sharp point on it that you can get a very thin line. They also make brown, which I like because I prefer a softer look on my eyes now that I'm almost 56. I don't want this big drama eye. I want something very natural and soft looking. So this really fits what I'm looking for at a much better price. I love Revlon lipsticks. I think they glide on beautifully. The colors that they come out, they always have a great shade range. This is one of their new ones from their cream line, and it's number 766 called Secret Club. It's a gorgeous pink. I think it's the most perfect color for spring and summer. We've got a season change happening now, and I think this is just right for giving a little brightness to the lips. One of my other favorite lipsticks is Glossy Fawn from L'Oreal. This is one of their shine lipsticks. I like nudes. This is something I just keep in my purse. I don't even have to look in the mirror to apply this. It just goes on beautifully, almost like a lip balm. What I like about this is I don't have to use a gloss when I use this. So this gives you pigment and gloss all in one. I like to keep my teeth as white as I can. I've tried white strips. I end up with terribly sensitive teeth where I can't even hardly drink a glass of water without it hurting. So for a long time, I never used any whitening products, but then Sensodyne started coming out with some, and I've always had a lot of success with their toothpaste. I love this one called True White. I've tried some of their different ones. I find this is getting my teeth the whitest. I have had no sensitivity, which is wonderful because so many that I've used in the past have caused a lot of pain for me. And I don't feel the need to use white strips. I'm not looking for those movie star teeth that are blinding white. I just want to take and get rid of some of the yellow. So this has worked awesome for me. Recently, I did a video about a Lux for Less face roller and a neck cream that I've been using that's really helping me. This is my second tube now of the Gold Bond neck and chest cream. I have my parents both using it. I believe it's fantastic. Most neck creams I've seen on the market run $50, $60. I got results from this in about 2 weeks. Even a week and a half into wearing it, I started really noticing a tightening under here. So this is my second tube. I'm going to continue to use it, and it's under $10. Nails. I have always loved doing my nails at home. For a while, I used to go to a nail place, and it became much more of an ordeal for me to get there, so I went back to doing my nails at home. I have been enjoying this Expressie nail polish. I have a hard time sitting and waiting for my nails to dry. This one from Essie, Expressie, is very quick. It dries beautifully. Now, another thing I like about it is the brush. The brush has a special design for you to use it with either hand and be able to get in the crevices of the nails. So I love this. Another polish I've used for a long time is Out the Door. This is a very glossy top coat that also dries the nails quickly. So I find a lot of use for this when I'm in a rush to get going somewhere or just don't feel like sitting around waiting for my nails to dry. I have literally probably washed a lot of money down the drain using cleansers that really didn't do much for me. I think I have my perfect routine for myself now that I'm sticking with for the long haul. And that's first, I go in with Albolene. This has taken care of so much of the dry areas on my face that I barely need moisturizer anymore. I take off my makeup with this, rub it all over my face. It takes off all of my eye makeup, so I no longer use an eye makeup remover. So that has saved me some money, not having to purchase that anymore, that product. Also, when I wash this off, my skin is so hydrated, I don't even feel most of the time like I need a moisturizer. Now, after I apply this, I'll let it sit on my face for a little bit, maybe 5 minutes, just to break down my makeup really well. And then I go right on top with the Vanicream. This has been a game changer for me, this cleanser. I have so much less redness on my face, less irritation. I just love it. I think this is now my 3rd bottle of this. And I'm going to go ahead and stock up now because this has just done a beautiful job and leaves my skin feeling very hydrated and clean. The winner of last week's giveaway for the Flower Blush Balm and the Sigma Lip Concealer is listed beneath my video as the first pinned comment. I have a great giveaway for you this week, but first I want to thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, for your loyalty, your kindness. I appreciate all of you more than you know, and I also appreciate your support of my Amazon store. I really want to thank you for that. And this is my small way of thanking you, is this giveaway this week, which I think is a really good one. I have a Sigma cheekbone highlighter brush that is amazing. I like applying my highlight with this. You could even use it for blush. It's just a beautifully made brush. And then this angled brow brush, I like to use this actually not only on my brows, but in the outer corner of my mobile lid when I'm applying a deeper shade of shadow or something a little brighter. It's very precise and allows you to get in that area really well. And then I have this, I haven't talked about this product, but it's really good. They came out with a very limited amount of shades. But this is from Wet n Wild, and it's their Mega Last Stained Glass. It's like a lip oil almost, but it sinks into the skin really quickly and leaves them very pigmented, so it lasts for hours. Now, if you're interested, please just leave me a comment, something you liked from the video or you'd enjoy trying, and I hope you all have a beautiful week.